Hi and welcome to VeloGPS. In this video we're going to showcase Garmin's latest speed and cadence sensor 2s, as well as demonstrating bike fitting and pairing with a Garmin Edge GPS cycle computer. To start off with, we're going to quickly reflect on the benefits of the new sensors, particularly given that a Garmin Edge or similar cycle GPS will already provide an accurate speed reading. The response to this observation is threefold. Firstly, it should be recognised that GPS signal can be affected by external factors, with the most significant being tree cover. When riding in the woods or under a canopy of trees, it's not uncommon to find that GPS signal is poor, resulting in loss of speed readout and data. By using the speed sensor, you will maintain this information regardless of where you ride. The second key benefit of the new sensors is the inclusion of Bluetooth connectivity. This is arguably the primary feature upgrade over the previous sensors and allows you to link to training platforms such as Zwift if you have a basic turbo trainer rather than a smart trainer. Last but by no means least, cadence can be an important metric for a number of riders who will use it to help train or pace a ride. Okay, so assuming you're sold on the above, let's dive in and see what's in the box. To start off with, we have Garmin's cadence sensor, which for the bike weight weenies amongst us weighs in at a featherweight 8 grams excluding the fixing band. Turning the sensor over, we have an easy to open battery cover, although with a quoted battery life of up to 300 hours of activity data, it shouldn't need replacing too often. Next, we have a selection of rubber bands, which are used to fix the sensor to your crank. We're going to select the largest band, as this is the best fit for our crank. So to start off with, you need to press one end of the band into one side of the cadence sensor. Taking the sensor to our bike, we then hold it against the non-drive side crank, loop the band around it, and then attach the free end of the band to the tabs on the opposite side of the sensor. Now we've got the cadence sensor fitted, we're going to take a quick look at the speed sensor before showcasing how to pair both of them with the Garmin Edge cycle computer. Garmin's speed sensor barely troubles the scales, weighing just 15 grams including its bespoke rubber case and integrated fitting band. Battery replacement is again a simple task, with the battery cover located on top of the sensor once you've removed it from its rubber case. The speed sensor can be fitted to either the front or rear wheel hub on your bike. Should you wish to use the sensor for smart training online, then you'll need to fit it to the rear hub, as the front wheel remains static whilst training. The main reason you'd fit the sensor to your front hub is where you have an e-bike with a rear hub motor, which would be too big for the mounting band and potentially interfere with the sensor. So, in order to fit the sensor, you place it on your hub, wrap the band around the hub, and then secure it to the tab on the other side of the sensor. It can be a little fiddly, but it's pretty straightforward and allows the sensor to be easily swapped between bikes. Okay, having fitted our sensors, we're now going to demonstrate how to pair them with the Garmin Edge. We're using our Edge 1030 in this video, but it should be the same for other compatible Edge units such as the 830, 820, 530, etc. So, to start off with, we're going to select Settings from the bottom left. We're then going to choose Sensors. We're going to add sensor, and then we select from the list of sensors we've got here, so cadence, heart rate, light, etc. But if we scroll down, we'll find speed sensor, so we're going to select that. And then a couple of options are going to appear. So we have the Ant Plus option at the top, followed by the Bluetooth option at the bottom. So we're going to just check the tick box there. And then we're going to select Add. It's asking us, do we want to add custom data screens to support the new sensors? We're going to say no. And we can now see that the speed sensor has connected, and we've got a message at the top saying the same. So we're now going to add our cadence sensor. So we hit Add Sensor, we select Cadence. It says we need to connect this cadence sensor, rotate the crank arm. So we're just going to quickly spin those up on the bike to wake up the sensor. And we've done that now. We can see that it's woken the sensor up, and we can select either the Ant Plus or the Bluetooth. So we will tick on the Bluetooth option. We're going to add the sensor. We don't want to add custom data screens. And we can see now that that's connected. So a slightly unusual thing there, on the Cadence sensor it has got two icons displayed for speed and cadence, which is a bit of a quirk. If we go back and then reselect sensors, you'll see that it's just gone back to the single cadence sensor icon there. We're not quite sure why. It's a little bit of a quirk on the system there. So what we'll do now is we'll quickly go back out of sensors, back to the main menu. And then what we're going to do is quickly show you how to add a suitable data field into your normal data screen. So we perhaps want to put cadence in. So what we'd do is we would tap and hold the field that we want to change. So if we tap it and hold it, it should highlight. And then once it's highlighted, you release it and it takes you into the data field categories. We're going to select cadence and then cadence here. So if you wanted to monitor this whilst doing a ride on a turbo trainer, you have the option to do so. So in a few short minutes, that's how to install your cadence and speed sensors and pair them with a Garmin Edge head unit.